becoming whole. Now we arrive at the heart of Jung's genius, the process of integration, where you stop fighting yourself and start becoming whole. This is where the rejected parts of your psyche are welcomed home, where the war within finally ends. Jung called this process individuation, becoming a true individual by integrating all your disparate parts into a unified whole. Not the false unity of repression, where you pretend only acceptable parts exist, but the genuine wholeness that includes everything, light and dark, strength and weakness, virtue and vice. Think of it like the hero's journey. You start in your familiar village, your conscious identity, everything you think you are. But the call to adventure pulls you into the dark forest, the unconscious, the realm of the shadow. There you face monsters and demons, the qualities you've rejected, the truths you've avoided. The journey seems like it will destroy you. And in a sense, it does. It destroys the small false self that couldn't contain your wholeness. The crisis becomes the catalyst. Maybe it's depression that won't lift despite your usual strategies. Maybe it's a relationship that keeps failing in the same way. Maybe it's success that feels hollow. These crises are the psyche's way of saying, the life you've built on denial isn't working anymore. It's time to include what you've excluded. And so begins the peeling away. Layer by layer, you let go of the persona, the mask you wear for the world. You stop pretending to be endlessly strong and admit your vulnerability. You stop claiming to be above pettiness and acknowledge your jealousy. You stop insisting your past anger and feel the rage you've suppressed for years. Here's where you might recognize yourself. Maybe you're in the stage of just becoming aware that you have a shadow, seeing it in your projections and reactions. Or maybe you're in the crisis, where old strategies aren't working and you don't yet know what will. Or maybe you're in the integration phase, learning to hold paradoxes, that you can be both kind and have healthy anger, both independent and need connection, both accomplished and still learning. Cultures and myths have always known this journey. In alchemy, which Jung studied extensively, the process was called nigredo, the blackening, where all the elements break down into prima materia, the raw material from which something new can be formed. In fairy tales, the hero must often descend into the underworld, face the dragon, or pass through the dark forest. The symbolism is universal because the psychological reality is universal.